Well, folks, in today's video, we're going to be working on this Athearn Blue Box Burlington Northern locomotive, which I believe is a GP40. I picked this locomotive up off of eBay for $5 Canadian, which for an Athearn Blue Box is a really good deal. There is one catch, however, it's missing a wheel. But luckily I was going through my spare parts and I found a spare. So today we're going to try to open this up and install that. And while we're in here, we'll service the motor and oil the whole thing up because in all likelihood it needs maintenance. Anyway, we'll get started here. I'll show what it's doing right now. It does run, just doesn't stay on the track very well. And then, yeah, once we're done with that, we'll start working on it. So I just want to show you all what the running condition of this thing is. It really isn't all that bad. You can see it runs pretty well. It just needs that one part. So we'll service the whole thing anyway, but this is a terrific start. These old Athearn Blue Boxes really are terrific engines. They're so tough. So we'll begin by removing the shell, which is really easy since the original owner broke all the tabs off it, unfortunately. But here we are inside. Right off the bat, things are looking pretty good. I don't see any rust on any of these parts. That commutator could use a bit of cleaning, but other than that, this is all fine. The drive's turning properly, so this is all a great start. So we'll just quickly clean that commutator and then we'll open up the trucks. For this part, I'm just going to use the fiberglass pencil, and this is cleaning up fine. This is not a very bad commutator. Could just use a little bit of cleaning just to make it a little shinier. That's looking a lot better. Now we'll just clean the little gaps between each of the plates. To tell you the truth, they already look pretty good, but we just want to be sure that there's nothing in here because it will make the motor a lot less efficient if there's a short between these. So that should be all right. Now let's get working on those trucks. To open this up, we're going to take a flatheads and just stick it under here, and then you just kind of twist, and then you pull this out and remove this part. And there's your truck. Taking these trucks apart is super easy. You just remove the little piece on the end. I don't know if all of them have that, but it's pretty common. And then for these ones on the end, you just kind of do the same thing. You just get your flatheads under one side and you just sort of want to wiggle it up. And then you do the same on the other side. And once you remove that, you can take out the wheels, and then the whole thing comes apart and you can clean and lubricate everything. The good thing about these Athearn engines too is they're all built really similarly. So with the exception of, sometimes you've got a third set of wheels, it's really easy to just kind of follow these same instructions for other Athearn engines. Let's put a little bit of oil on each of these components right here. You don't need a crazy amount. It's just good to get a tiny bit on there just to keep everything well lubricated. And then we can put that all back together. We'll just do that. And if you want to, you can put a little bit of oil even on the teeth of the gears. They don't need it too desperately, but it will, again, just help keep everything in good condition for a long time. Anyway, we're now inside here, and you can see this is the one where we're actually missing that wheel, so I'm going to get that spare and we'll try to connect it on. And that should be all right. If you wanted, you could probably put a bit of glue on the end just to help it, but I'm pretty confident that it's going to be okay. And I'm just checking this bearing too, just to make sure that's all turning well. I'll give them each a little bit of oil. You can always tell if you've done this properly by just pushing the truck along, and without applying weight to it, if everything is turning properly, then you know it's all good. Now we just need to do the same on the other truck and we should be in business. It's really important when you're working on these Athearns to clean this area, because this is obviously where the power flows through, and you need to make sure that that's all clean, because sometimes these get kind of grimy. And same goes for the tops of the trucks here. And also just bits like this. Anywhere where power needs to go through, just make sure it's all clean. As you can see, this truck is all ready to go as well, so now we can start reassembling this locomotive. Just put this through here. And just like that, this engine is ready to hit the rails again. Let's go test it. Well, I got her all set up on the track. Now let's see how she goes. Give it a bit of power. And it takes right off. Very nice. Yeah, it's even kind of quiet for an Athearn Blue Box. And the current draw in the motor is about average. It's nothing spectacular, but the truth is these things are rarely efficient. Magnets weaken over time, and they also just weren't putting the best magnets in them back in the day, but it's a runner nonetheless, and these motors rarely die, so I think this thing will probably be riding the rails for many more years to come. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and with that, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching.